Hey guys, welcome back. This is Naresh. So in the previous video, we have seen how to do a performance testing of the various websites and how to do a performance testing of the various workflows in those websites. But it might possible in the real situation, it's not just a workflow on the website, but you have some kind of a APIs on which you need to do a performance testing. Okay, it can be a REST or it can be a SOAP. So in this video, we will see how to do a performance testing on the REST API through Jmeter. All right. So for that, our prerequisite is first we will go ahead and find out if there is any API which we can use of our testing, and we can install Postman for the testing purpose. All right. So for installing the Postman, you can just go to Google and there's an extension of the Postman in Google Chrome. And in the Google Chrome, you can just type Postman extension and that will give you the Postman install on your computer. Okay. So I have already installed that. I'm just showing you how you can do that from your side. So just type Postman extension. Okay. And click on the first link, and then from here you can install the Postman. All right, you can click on here and it will install it, but I already have that, so I will just click on launch app and that will launch my Postman. Right. Second thing, now you have to go ahead and you have to find out any API which can work for you. So I have find out many APIs when I just search. So the first is the Open Weather REST API. So you just need to type Open Weather REST API and it will reach you to this weather API, the first link. And here, if you go to this website and go to this API doc under current weather data, it will tell you that the URL which you can use for testing. Okay, so that's mean this is the URL example which is finding the weather information on the basis of city ID. If I click on that, you will see it is trying to open something and it is returning me some data. So that is a valid URL. That is a valid URL for the REST API. I can use that, but there's one more API which I found and I found it very useful. If you go to Google and here you have to type JSON server fake API. Okay, so this is basically a fake API which you can install on your computer, and then you can do whatever operations you want like get, add, put and delete. Because what happened that if we look into some actual APIs like Open Weather, it may allow you to use a get, and but sometime when you want to delete some data, we get some problems. So I prefer to install this fake API on my computer. Okay, so for that, what you need to do before you go ahead with this, just install a software called Node.js. All right, so you can go to Google, all right, and just type Node.js and install the software on your computer. Once you install the software on your computer, and then you have to go to your command prompt. All right, let me go to command prompt, cmd. Okay, and after that you have to give the commands which is given on this document. So the first command which you have to give is this one, npm install -g json server. So what it will do, once you hit on enter, it will install the fake JSON API onto your server. All right, and then once it is done, after that it says create a db.json file, so you can go anywhere at your computer. So I have gone to C drive and software. I have created a folder called JSON. All right, so I have already done that once. I'm just showing you how you can do that. So you can go to this folder JSON and create a file called db.json, create a blank file. All right, and after that, copy everything into that db.json file. All right, so whatever is given here, let me just open this. Okay, remove everything from this. Just paste everything, whatever you have given on the website, and do a Control S and just close this out. All right, once this file is created, again go to command prompt and just give whatever command has been given here. So it tells how to start the file. So it is the command to start the file, which is json dash server space dash dash watch db.json. So do a Control C, right click and enter here. It will start the fake JSON API for you. Okay, and if you see that this is the URL which you can test as a get operation, so this is the URL. I have just clicked on that. So you have to just give this URL into your get operation. So what I will do, I will go to this Postman, and here if you see, I already explained you earlier how this Postman work in my previous API video. So you just have to click on get here. You have to give a URL here. You don't have to give anything else because it is a guest call, and you have to click on the send button. But before I do that, I just want to make sure if my DB server is up and running or not. So yes, my DB server is up and running. So I can give this URL and will try to click on the send button. As soon as I click on the send button, it has given me some data. It has responded me a body here. Alright, so this is what I have received. So that's mean on the Postman, my REST API is working fine. Alright, and let's see how to do that on Jmeter. So let me start with the Jmeter now. And we will do the same thing. So you can test any API. You can test OpenWeather API. You can test this JSON server fake API, or you can test any other APIs if you have in your company or if you found out in your Google. Alright, so I'm just using the fake API right now. So here it has a test plan, so we need to do the similar thing which we were doing before. Okay, so let it go, then we will do it. All right, so you have to do a right click, add thread group. So I'm using adding one user, and for that one user I am doing a sampler, and then I am clicking on HTTP request, and this is the HTTP request which I need to give for server name or IP, because I don't have a website name, I just have a URL. So what I will do, in this URL I will give this base URL from HTTP till localhost, or just the localhost. I don't need even HTTP also. Okay, so this is my base URL, that's localhost, and my base will include a port number 3000, so I will give this 3000 here. Okay, in the method would be get. All right, and in the path I will give this resource. So this is my resource. All right, so this is done, and after that I will also add one listener here as summary view result tree, and let's add one more listener, view result in table. So those are very common listeners, right? So everything seems fine. Let's try to hit it. It says to save it. Okay, so let me save it with the name new. All right, now let's hit this and let's see the results. All right, so all right, let's run it again. All right, so it seems that our request is running fine here. I am getting a response from a server. Okay, now let's try to increase the number of users. So instead of one, I will try to have 10 users. Okay, and that 10 users will be there within the 5 seconds. Now let's try to clear all the results and try to run this again. See, I am getting a response every time, and I am getting a body here. Okay, in the header I am getting 200. Okay, so I can also put an assertion here just to make it sure my everything is working fine. So if I do a right click and put assertion, and then I can give something like response assertion. All right, and I will click on main simple response code contains add, and here I can give 200. All right, if I give 201, so it should fail. So let's see that how it get failed. Okay, so play tree. You see that all the requests are failing, and it says me that the expected and actual are not matching. So I will go to assertions again. I will give the 200 only because that is the correct one, and let me remove the previous results and now run it again. So if you see that there are 10 calls has been made for this REST API, and each call is taking this sample time. Okay, so and we are going ahead and loading the database with the 10 requests at the same time. All right, so this is the way you can do a performance testing of the REST API using Jmeter. All right, so I think that's it for all. There is like this is same which we have done before. It is just that now we are calling directly a REST API, and we are executing. We are seeing the results in the view results, and we are also asserting it. So this is the simplest API which I have used to show you how the REST API can be automated in Jmeter also. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.